Hey everyone, Rick here, and I got a couple packages in the mail today. I'm pretty sure I know what both of these are, and I'm positive at the very least that they are game related. So I'll open up each of these in a separate video, so let's go from left to right and see what this is. This should be, if I'm right, a game that I kickstarted probably a year and a half ago or so. Now, I'm telling you folks, June, July, and August of this year is absolutely Kickstarter rewards delivery season because I'm waiting on Folklore, the Affliction, Widower's Wood, Sword and Sorcery, Seventh Continent, Fleet Commander, all sorts of stuff. And yes, here we go. Especially this right here. The Gloom of Kilforth. While for a lot of people the ultimate Gloom game was Gloomhaven, Gloom of Kilforth was what caught my eye. Now, this does not have miniatures in it. Unbelievable, I know. How were they successful without miniatures? Well, this game was, like a decade or so in the making by Tristan Hall. His communication with the backers and everyone on Board Game Geek is just unparalleled. You don't see that a lot these days. So it was fantastic to get to speak with him in the comment sections of especially on the page for his game on the Board Game Geek website. And just in backing this, these games, when you back them on Kickstarter, don't come out for quite a while. So it's almost like a Christmas morning type situation where when you open the box, at least for those of us like me who were slackers and didn't, keep up with everything throughout the past year that was in development. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see what all is in here. I've tried to avoid any spoilers of card previews and whatnot. So let's take a look. This is a Fantasy Quest game. If I remember correctly, the original name for the game was Fantasy Quest. But, man, that is a thick rule book. And look at this. Look at this art. This whole game, every card in this game is going to look absolutely fantastic. Oh, man, we got to do the full spread here. Boom. Oh, yeah. And then this is not a light book. Good grief. What is this? 30 pages? Oh, my gosh. But of course, there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh man, there's all the backers' names. And I could spend a little while to look through there. I think they're all in by first name. I know. Oh, right there. Boom. Heck yes, that shows you. I am all about kickstarting. And here we go. First thing you see is a counter sheet. Doesn't that kind of give you an old school feel with those tokens? But then you get this gorgeous art over here and even more on this page. And this looks like things are going to be super easy to pop out. So you're not struggling with it, which is always fantastic when it comes to counter sheets. Now you are going to have wooden tokens, which look great. I think they said something about they actually may have increased the size of these. So even after the Kickstarter funded, they still worked on improvements for the game. So there's no miniatures, but these characters will be standees. And so some people do prefer that. I'm more of a miniatures guy myself, but the art for standees is great, and you don't have to paint them. A couple baggies, that's always nice to have. Some dice. Just standard black D6 dice, some smaller cards, and a dice bag, or some other kind of draw bag. Remember, I'm still not completely in tune with how this all will work out. But then, the main thing with this game is the cards. And so there's obviously just a ton of cards here. Thankfully, these look like standard playing card Magic the Gathering size cards. Thank goodness. So I can get these sleeved. Plenty of room in the box, obviously, to store sleeved cards. Probably not with this insert, which this insert, I like when they're just these plain Jane inserts. That way I don't feel bad when I take it out and throw it in the garbage and do my own thing with component storage. Some games have such nice, like, molded plastic inserts with like the name of the game engraved on there and special spots for all the pieces, and it looks beautiful, except you can't put sleeve cards in there. And so I'm torn between not sleeving the cards or getting rid of the insert, or even worse, sleeving the cards but storing them outside of the box. Oh God. So I'm actually happy that this is just a plain Jane insert, so I will not shed any tears about getting rid of that, and I will be sleeving these cards. Oh man, guys, just look at that art. There's just a basic forest card. Let me see if I can pop one of these open. I just did this impromptu. I don't have my tripod set up or anything. I just got home from work and then dinner, and I noticed I got a couple boxes on the porch, so I just pulled out the cell phone because I could not wait to tear into these. After you've been waiting for a game for you know how long, you absolutely want to get into it as fast as humanly possible. So let's take a look here. And it's just on every card. I love, what is that, the full bleed or full spread or whatever it's called, where there's actually not a border on the cards. They are, the art goes all over it, and then you just have your icons and text and things on top of the full art. So yeah, that's absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to give this one a try, folks. This one plays solo. 1 to 4 players, believe it or not. There's a solo mode here. So I can, you know, start this tonight. I don't have to wait for tomorrow's game night or next week's game night. I can just dive in right now. So that was box 1. I will now open box 2. What do you think's in there? Find out on the next video.